Just doing the height check. All right. Good evening, Miss Wenzel, Miss Penna, Mr. Mayers, Mrs. McGinley, Ridley School District staff, administrators, board members, parents, family members, and honorees. Welcome to the 2025 World Language Honor Society Induction Ceremony. My name is Marisol Roche Timmons, Spanish teacher at Ridley High School, and tonight we are here to honor the wonderful young men and young ladies sitting in front of you. The following students have earned membership into Ridley World Language Honor Society by meeting criteria set forth by the teachers of the World Language Department. With hard work, dedication, and determination, these students achieved the 4 steps in the selection process: and A- or higher for each marking period, an A- or higher on the final exam, a superior writing sample, and successful oral activities in advanced world language classes for spring and/or fall of 2024. These amazing students showcase the success of the World Language Program and all it has to offer. These achievements were reached with the guidance of the teachers in the World Language Department. Their educational aspirations are cultivated at Ridley High School with the dedicated staff you see before you. Mrs. Erin Denton, Spanish teacher. Mrs. Christine Mashoni, German teacher and co-department manager. Mr. Rocky McGinnis, Spanish teacher. Mrs. Casilda Cochari, Spanish and Italian teacher and co-department chair. And Mrs. Sarah Skoll, Spanish and ELL teacher. The World Languages Department would also like to thank the parents and family members of the honorees. With your support and love, your children have achieved this amazing distinction. Once again, congratulations to the students honored tonight. We have a wonderful induction ceremony for you. If you didn't get a program on your way in, please make sure you see Rocky. He has quite a few, okay? Immediately after the ceremony, there will be refreshments in the hallway for you to enjoy. Now, tonight's keynote speaker is a gentleman I've known for over 15 years, and we've shared many deep discussions throughout the years over our mutual love of political science and criminology. I was a criminal justice major at Temple University, and he is a law school graduate. Classroom management, we both taught at the middle school. And most recently, our love of real estate and world travel. We have also had discussions about our families and the love we have of our cultures. I'm Puerto Rican, and he's Peruvian. At this time, it gives me great honor to introduce to you our keynote speaker, a social studies teacher here at Ridley High School, Mr. Samuel Breckenridge. Mr. Breckenridge?
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for that warm introduction. My name is Sam Breckenridge, and I'm a social studies teacher here at Ridley High School. It's an incredible honor to welcome you all to this year's World Language Honor Society induction ceremony. Tonight we come together not only to celebrate academic achievement, but to recognize something more lasting, a commitment to curiosity, communication, and connection across cultures. As someone who was fortunate enough to grow up in a household where both English and Spanish were spoken, I've seen firsthand how language shapes the way we experience the world. It forces us to listen more purposefully. It teaches us to appreciate different perspectives and values. Professionally, as a classroom teacher, it helps you extend grace to language learners in front of you and gain immediate respect for those kids making an earnest effort in a foreign tongue, all while simultaneously trying to make sense of different cultural norms and the social pressures of high school. And I've tried to lean into these values and vulnerabilities and carry them with me in my travels around the world. Whether navigating a bustling market abroad or sharing stories with new friends in another country, I've learned that just making an effort in someone else's language gets you a better price in the marketplace, patience at the counter when you mispronounce the pastry that you covet, recommendations from both on and off the menu, and sometimes just a nod of respect or appreciation from a local in an otherwise nondescript interaction. Tonight's inductees have worked incredibly hard to earn this recognition. Learning a second or third, for some of them, language takes time, discipline, and patience. It means wrestling with grammar, memorizing vocabulary, working on your accent, and knowing that you're going to make mistakes and grow from them. But it also means developing empathy and preparing yourselves for a lifetime of learning. Your dedication to learning a world language shows that you are not just students of words and verb conjugations, but you're well-rounded, open-minded, and willing to put yourself out there. Of course, none of this happens in isolation. Behind every student here are parents, guardians, and world language teachers who have believed in the importance of language and culture. To the families who have encouraged your children to pursue multilingualism, and to the educators who have brought language to life in their classrooms, thank you. Your passion and support are the foundations of these students' successes. And to our inductees, congratulations. You're not just earning a certificate and some extra bling to your graduation gown. You're growing into the type of person that pushes themselves academically, studies abroad during your collegiate days, tells the best stories, makes the rest of the table lust after your entree at the restaurant, gets house guests to ask about the pictures on your walls, gives your family life-changing vacations, and constantly vies for the title of most interesting person in the room. Keep learning, keep traveling, keep making mistakes, and keep asking questions. Because the more languages you learn, the more you'll understand, not just about yourself, but about the world and your place in it. Thank you, and let's continue the celebration of language, learning, and global connection.
At this time, we are going to honor each inductee individually. And just a little bit of advice, please take a moment to pause and smile because your parents are going to be taking pictures. So parents, feel free. Okay. At this time, the German Awards, I gotta take it lower. At this time, the German Awards will be presented by Frau Michoni. Frau?
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce two students from last spring's German 3 honors class, Robert Heilen and Gabe Oyama. I'm lucky enough to have both of them again this semester in German 4 honors, and I just want to say how grateful I am to have the chance and opportunity to teach them throughout their entire high school journey. They stuck with German all 4 years, the only 2 out of their entire graduating class, which is an accomplishment. First up, we have Gabe. Gabe is a straight-A student with an incredible work ethic and a real dedication to learning. He's always showing up prepared, ready to take on whatever challenge I throw his way. What I really admire about Gabe is how calm and cool he always is. He takes everything in stride and does it with a smile. Gabe, your drive and positive attitude are going to take you far. Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations. Okay. Yep. Now on to Robert. I'm in the habit of pronouncing it the German way. Robert has earned his spot in the Foreign Language Honor Society through his hard work and determination. He also wins the unofficial award for Best Class Participator. So when the energy is low in the room, Robert is always the one to jump in and bring it back to life. So thank you. He's already become a world traveler before graduating high school, which I love. Robert, I love your curiosity and excitement for discovering new places, and I can't wait to hear about all your future adventures. Congratulations, Robert.
At this time, the Spanish awards will be presented by Senora Denton and Senora Quachari.
Good evening. I'm Erin Denton, one of the Spanish teachers, and I have the privilege of introducing 2 students who took Spanish 3 with me this past fall. So the first student I'll talk about is Naya Johnson. Naya is an incredibly dedicated and diligent student. Each day in class, she's always ready to volunteer and answer or ask a really great question. I appreciate her inquisitive nature and her desire to fully grasp each concept. If she didn't understand it at first, I would guarantee that she would be back to see me during Raider time or after school to understand. Her writing skills are superior, always writing compositions that creatively blend her own style with whatever topics we learned in class. She's also served on the executive board for the World Cultures and Languages Club this year, and she's brought some really great ideas, even leading an activity for us on Kenyan Independence Day, also her birthday, which was very fun. But more than just her academic and leadership skills, her kindness and compassion for others is truly remarkable. So thank you, Naya, for your hard work and dedication to your schoolwork and your language development. But thank you for always being a kind classmate, a caring leader, and a smile in the hallways. I can't wait to see how you continue to impact your community and how you help others with your language skills and passion for other cultures. Congratulations, Naya. So our next student, Jake Mansfield, is another very dedicated and diligent student. Even if he had an early dismissal for sports activities, Jake was always sure to have his assignments done on time and completed with accuracy. I appreciate his attention to detail and his desire for excellence. He is another truly kind-hearted student. I could often find him helping another student in class or answering questions for a student if I was busy working with someone else. Jake, your excellence and kindness in the classroom made our environment a place where everyone wanted to learn. He was always willing to engage in speaking activities in class and practice his language skills as much as possible and try to engage in conversation even if he wasn't sure it was totally right. Thank you for your consistent hard work and devotion to your academics, but also your desire to help your classmates when needed. You are a wonderful student to have in class, and I look forward to hearing more about your success as a senior next year. Congratulations, Jake.
Good evening, everyone. It is my sincere pleasure to induct Alexa Bear into our Honor Society this evening. Although I've known Alexa since her freshman year as my homeroom student, it wasn't until last semester that I had the privilege to teach her, and oh, what a joy it was. From the very beginning, Alexa stood out from her incredible work ethic and dedication. She always came to class prepared, eager to learn, and ready to give her best. And what was more impressive was Alexa's commitment to learn the language well. For her, it was not about getting the right answer, but rather understanding the concepts and nuances of the Spanish language and the culture on a deeper level. But what really makes Alexa shine isn't just how hard she works, it's the kindness and compassion she brings with every day. She's the type of person who makes the classroom a better place, always willing to help her classmates, encouraging others, and bringing such a positive energy to everything she does. Whether it was lending a hand when someone was struggling with a concept or simply making everyone feel welcome, Alexa's thoughtfulness and care never went unnoticed. Alexa, I hope you continue to study Spanish next year and beyond the walls of Ridley High, because your beautiful accent will come in handy when you become a nurse in the future. Congratulations. Our next impressive inductee is Keenan Blythe. Having had Keenan in my Spanish 2 and 3 honor classes, he was always extremely polite and well-mannered. There was not a day that went by in the 2 years that I have known him that he did not greet me in Spanish. Keenan was a patient and inquisitive student. He took his time, assessed questions, and he would wait to volunteer an answer. Whenever I asked him for a response, more often than not, he had the correct answer. Keenan always possessed a strong desire to do well academically. I was often impressed with his intellectual curiosity. Whenever I would provide an answer to one of his questions, he invariably sought a more detailed explanation, whether it was before, during, or after school. Keenan's always wanted to be on the right track and did not study only to excel in the test, but more so to truly learn the language and its nuances. His knowledge of Spanish was excellent for the level that he was studying. His compositions were stellar, always engaging and giving a unique perspective, and his speaking abilities were strong. I always enjoyed listening to him speak. With Keenan's intelligence, perseverance, and dedication, I have no doubt that he will be successful in all that he does, especially in his ability to be fluent in Spanish one day. Felicidades, Keenan. It is my great honor to introduce to you a student who has shown incredible dedication and passion for the Spanish language over the past 4 years, Caden Coughlin. Caden is one of those students who has truly stood out during our world languages classes, and I've had the privilege of teaching him for 3 of them. Each year, it's been amazing to see him grow and dive deeper into the language, and his passion for Spanish has only gotten stronger. What I really admire about Caden is his curiosity. He's always asking questions, always wanting to learn more, not just about the language itself, but about the culture and history behind it. He's a hardworking, creative, and consistent in everything he does. Whether it's a project or a conversation in Spanish, Caden always gives it his best, and he does so with a quiet, humble attitude. He doesn't seek the spotlight, but his work always speaks for itself. Much like his How to Make project, his Spanish-speaking skills and grammar were the stars of the video, including his mother that had a cameo performance at the end. I really hope Caden continues studying Spanish in college, whether it's a major or minor, and that he keeps sharing his love for the language wherever his art and his life takes him. Caden, I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished. You've made a huge impact in my classroom, and I know you'll continue to inspire people with your passion and hard work. Our Spanish era has come to an end. Congratulations. Tamoya Edwards. It is my esteemed honor to induct our next student, Tamoya Edwards. Everyone should be so lucky to teach her. I've had the privilege of teaching Tamoya for the past 3 years, and she is a student who truly stands out. Although she has a quiet demeanor, her interest in Spanish speaks volumes. Tamoya is meticulous with her work, always conscientious and modest in everything she does. She is knowledgeable and an excellent writer, consistently impressing me with her thoughtful and well-crafted assignments. One of my favorite assignments that she completed was her video on how to make homemade vanilla ice cream. Her step-by-step instructions in Spanish were flawless, and the final product was scrumptious. Beyond her academic achievements, she is a delight to have in class. Her positive attitude, combined with her dedication to excellence, makes her a true asset to our classroom. She approaches each task with a quiet but fierce determination, and her constant effort is something to admire. Tomoya's commitment to learning and her willingness to help others make her not only a great student, but also a kind and supportive classmate. I have no doubt that Tomoya will continue to excel in whatever she chooses to pursue, whether it's further her studies in language or a different path entirely. She has shown that she's capable of great things, and I'm excited to see where her dedication and hard work will take her next. Felicidades. I would like to introduce Ava Ninneman as another shining example of excellence in our world language program. Where do I begin with Eva Cita? First, she's truly a breath of fresh air and a ray of sunshine when she walks in the classroom or simply when you see her in the hallway. She always has a smile on her face and exudes enthusiasm and happiness. Having taught her for 3 years now, I'm extremely proud of her accomplishments. She genuinely wants to do well and pushes herself to reach her highest potential. She is a sweet, caring, and compassionate individual and a persistent, diligent student with a phenomenal work ethic. Ava is someone that does not give up easily. I admire Ava because she has the drive and enthusiasm to learn a language. When she sets her mind to something, she accomplishes it. For example, her goal this year was to be inducted into the National Honor Society, our World Language Honor Society, and she earned it. I always believed she would come out on top, and she did it, as tonight is a reflection of that. I hope she continues to shine like the star that she is in her collegiate career. I'm so very proud of you, Ava. Congratulations. Y finalmente, I'm extremely pleased to introduce our last inductee this evening, Brianna Palermo. Brianna is one of the sweetest and most adorable students. Although Brianna may have had an advantage of learning some Spanish through her background, she nonetheless was a very dedicated student. I also give her an immense amount of credit for being the only underclassman in a class of mostly seniors. Although Brianna may be a bit shy and reserved, she was very passionate about Spanish. She participated in daily discussions, gave great insights on cultural topics, and enjoyed learning new grammar concepts. She truly was a dedicated, hardworking, well-prepared, and optimistic language learner. I know her success in Spanish 4 will continue into the next year's classes. I wish you all the best, Brianna. And one of our students is not here this evening, Derek La. He was inducted last year as a Spanish 3 student and also this year for Spanish 4. If you don't know Derek La, he had a previous engagement. He is one of the most enthusiastic and joyous students I've ever met. He made a last decision to take Spanish 4 this year. The whole class was happy as heck, so was I, and he deserves this award as everyone else. He has a very good work ethic, wonderful student, so kudos to Derek La.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Assistant Principal, Mrs. Katie McGinley, to end our ceremony with closing remarks. Mrs. McGinley?
Good evening. Rita Mae Brown, American author and fellow Pennsylvanian, has said that language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. Congratulations, students, parents, and welcome faculty and honored guests. Tonight we have gathered to celebrate this extraordinary group of students who have demonstrated not only academic excellence, but also a deep commitment to understanding the world through language. Their induction into the Foreign Language Honor Society is a testament to their hard work, passion for learning, and belief in the power of communication to unite people across borders, cultures, and generations. Languages are more than words, they are bridges. They connect us to people we may never meet, places we may never visit, and ideas that challenge us to grow. In a world often divided by differences, your dedication to mastering another language is a powerful act of unity. By learning another language, you are opening doors to empathy, collaboration, and mutual respect. You are proving that understanding one another is not just possible, it is essential. As members of the Foreign Language Honor Society, you are now ambassadors of this belief. You represent the idea that language is not just a skill, but a gift that allows us to see the world through someone else's eyes. Whether you've studied Spanish, French, or German, you've gained more than vocabulary and grammar, you've gained perspective. You've learned how to listen deeply and communicate meaningfully. Your achievement tonight reflects countless hours of study and perseverance. It reflects moments when conjugations felt impossible or pronunciation seemed elusive. But you didn't give up. You pushed forward because you understood that the rewards of learning a language go far beyond grades. They shape who you are as global citizens. As you can continue on this journey, I encourage you to use your linguistic skills not just for personal growth, but for the greater good. Speak up for those whose voices may go unheard because of language barriers. Use your knowledge to foster understanding in your community and beyond. Let your passion for languages inspire others to embrace diversity and connection. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. You have earned your place in this society through dedication and excellence, but remember, this is just the beginning. The world needs people like you, curious learners who believe in the power of words to change lives. Thank you for reminding us all that in every language lies the possibility of unity, and in every learner lies the promise of a brighter future. Enjoy this moment as well as those to come. You've earned it. Congratulations. This concludes the formal presentation of our World Language Honor Society ceremony. At this time, we will be taking the group picture of the honorees, and there are light refreshments available in the vestibule outside of the doors. Enjoy the rest of your evening.